y'all. Hey Gemini, it's your girl Javy. Priestess back at it again with the general tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the last video. And I got it to y'all halfway through. I'm proud of myself. Anyway, halfway through the season. And for daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. Also, shit is popping off over on TikTok, y'all. Just search Jillian Spartan or justjeverything in TikTok. For other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Not Gemini. Yeah, you, the overthinker. Welcome to the season of feeling and intuition, where relying on your logical mind isn't going to get you where you want to go. And that may be frustrating. We're only doing really important astrological notes because we are leaning onto our resources, which are feelings and intuition. And yeah, we're gonna have to feel this one out. Whenever I was tapping into your energy, efficiency came up. So I feel like you guys have reached a new level of efficiency, or you're striving for a new level of efficiency or mastery, productivity as well. It feels really fucking clear. It feels good. I feel like you guys, you may have gone through a real thick period of scatter, of course, because your ruling planet Mercury was retrograde in your sign. So it's just like core shit has been transpiring. But when I'm in your energy now, it feels efficient, maybe even rushed, quick, but good. I almost left the music on. I want to keep dancing. I don't usually do that because I don't know if it's gonna, I don't want you guys distracted. But either way, Mercury is direct in Gemini, but is in post shadow until July 7th. So only a couple days now. And there is something about being done thinking about it and now feeling it out. Can you? Can you feel it out? Empathy is a huge theme here, and there is something about tapping into your ability to empathize and who you empathize with, who is worthy of your empathy. And I also feel like I wrote self-inflated ego. That could be something that's going on too. It's gonna hit for you. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. But there is something about the ego that is gonna be coming up and explored, especially when Mercury goes into Cancer and then Leo. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. July 11th, Mercury goes into Cancer, and it all gets so sensitive, so emotional, so intense, desiring quality over quantity, finally. And your thoughts seem hyper emotional. But also there's something about healing the wombs of the mother, healing the womb. Thank you. And that kind of healing requires a certain level of vulnerability that you are forced into having access to in Cancer season. So it's I just saw the Magician reversed. And so yeah, it's funny because it feels like you may not feel like yourself, but it actually feels really clear. It feels like some sort of chapter has been closed out, or there is some sort of progression forward. So light it if you got it. Hydrate. Take a deep breath, please. Empty those lungs. Deep breath in. So we are asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages. Yes, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Cancer season 2021, first card out is the Two of Pentacles. And what's coming up to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your time management. What did I say? Efficiency. This is the Two of Pentacles. It's time for you to get back into your flow. And needing to find a flow when you are in the midst of emotionally turbulent situations. How do you respond when you're not getting your way? How do you respond when you are on some sort of, or you haven't gotten off the roller coaster yet? How do you respond when you have options and then all of a sudden you've taken on too many options? Or taking on other people's responsibilities, paying other people's bills, there is just something about like taking a look at all the balls that you are juggling and making sure that by Leo season, all the balls that you have in the air are your responsibility, are your balls to tend to. Balls. I don't know. There's definitely an opportunity for multiple streams of income. But 2 being a first card out this is a dualistic season. So you may be seeing both sides of the coin, seeing both, being like having access, and that's where that empathy comes in, having access to seeing it from the other side. But also I feel like there are choices coming up in how you manage your time, how you manage your money, so that you can get back into a flow, so that you can start collaborating and building a new foundation, collaborating with the right people. And in order to understand who is worthy of your expertise, there comes some like evaluating what's going on. I also feel like some of you, this feels like actual flow. So some of you may be like having opportunities with flow in some way. For some of you it's yoga flow. For some of you it's flow arts, flow toys, things of that nature. And so there is something about choosing like to prioritize what flow you want to be in, Gemini. That's what I'm going to name the video, is flow. Unless something else comes out, it just feels like you're really needing to find your flow amidst this watery new tide that's coming in. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021. Your choices are going to be very important. And there's something about like when you know better, you do better. You choose better for yourself. 8 of Swords, Knight of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, then the 8 of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. There is something about, I'm telling you, I feel like options has come. You may be feeling like an option. You may have cut off some options. I feel like 5 of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck. Damn, and then 2 of Swords underneath. It's just like, I can't believe I didn't see this sooner. I can't believe I let this happen, or I can't believe this played out this way. I can't believe this person walked away. I can't believe I'm left holding these things. There's something about what you're holding on to. Something about tending to what you're gripping. Making sure that you're doing what you can do. And that's how you take the blindfold off. That's how you end this loop. There's something, Gemini, there's something going on with you and loops. You and your cycles, doing the same thing again. It's just like, what is that fucking quote? Doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity. That's how this feels. Stop doing the same thing and expecting something different from people, from companies, from, I just heard deities. Also, it's like stop doing the same thing and expecting different results. I also feel like this has to do with like courtship. Some of you have been courting somebody or reaching or trying to be with somebody that it just doesn't feel mutual. It feels, all the cards that are out now are singular. And so even if you're in a relationship, there is what's being prioritized is the individual. And I do feel like there is something coming up about, do you keep choosing attachment when you should be choosing connection? Chew on that. Either way, I feel like some of you have already broken free of a cycle, or you're finally now like, okay, I get it. I can't keep going after the same people. I can't keep letting the same people in who keep hurting me. I can't keep being willfully blind to what's going on. I've got to put some effort. I've got to find my flow. I've got to put some effort into making different choices. And when you do, and especially, okay, and taking some effort into making different choices, and that those choices can't just, they have to be reflected in your actions. They have to be reflected in your day-to-day choices. And when you look at that, you'll level up. There may be some ending with someone with heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. I also feel like something may have been short term with someone with heavy Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. And what you're needing to do, another singular card, is focus on yourself, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, all Cancer season. Your goal is here. This is Venus in Virgo, actually. So things may be really stabilizing around the 21st, the last day of Cancer season. But when Venus goes into Virgo. I do feel like there is, regardless of how you identify, it is time to pamper yourself. It is time to really focus on your security. Yeah, 2 8s coming out. 8 of Wands as the final card, and then 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, because there is this brand new cycle that you are moving towards. And in that new cycle, you have to find your flow. And while you're finding your flow, you're going to be hyper aware of all the ways that you kept yourself stuck, or pigeonholed yourself, or allowed self-limiting beliefs or self-doubt or low self-esteem keep you from pursuing the passions of your heart. And now that you're done with that, now that you're really like, what the hell am I doing? I got this one life to live. I'm ready to get it moving. You do. And when you do, the divine matches you and speeds things up for you, especially come Leo season. Leo season's about to be fucking lit, y'all. I'm telling you, there's some major shifts in the heart that are picking up, that I'm picking up on. And it's just like, not only is it going to be a fun season, there's just something about, like, I feel like our hearts being enlightened, our lives being enriched, and being able to clear out the old energy, clearing it out so that you can start really building a sound foundation for yourself that isn't built in negative self-talk, that isn't built in fear. The 9 of Pentacles is not afraid to go get it how she wants to live. And some of you, I feel like you don't have that issue either, but there is something in Cancer season, excuse me, even like my throat, it's just like there's something in the throat, Taurus, so there may be something going on with someone heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. There may be somebody with heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements coming in, or someone with heavy Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming in closer to Leo season. But I do feel like there is an opportunity to treat yourself with decadence, with luxury, to be done with, like, I think you go through, like, you see the error of your ways, you see ways to be better, to grow, to expand. Going from the 2 to the 9 of Pentacles, you start, like, in Cancer season, you go through the whole, like, minor arcana of the Pentacles, basically going from the 2 where you're really just making better choices, and then you make it all the way to the end of the cycle in the 9 of Pentacles, where those choices have proven to help and to enrich your life, have proven to improve your health, have proven to give you some more money in the bag, have proven to reap you a harvest. All because you chose to stop vacillating, to stop going back and forth, to stop. I also feel like the 9 of the 9 of Cups reversed is like champagne taste on a beer budget. Some of you have got to be better with your finances. You've got to make better decisions. You've got to start thinking long term versus the fun that is currently in front of you. And whenever you let yourself think long term and get a little money in the bank, you can then play harder. In Leo season, you will be playing harder. It's just time for you to find your flow. I love you. Let's get into it. All right, Gemini, let's get into it. I want to start by clarifying the Two of Pentacles for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021. Because like I said, flow stuck. So there is something about you finding your flow amidst these cardinal waters. Because it does look like you're having to find your footing after something happened, after something that you didn't want to happen happened, of course. This could be like an end of a relationship, an end of a collaboration or a creative venture. You may be in a place of getting yourself out of a cynical or like singular, like no new friends kind of mindset. Some of you are still healing from past love offers or past relationships, and you may have just been keeping yourself like off the market because of some duds. I keep hearing like, I got a couple duds. And I feel like this season, especially in the middle, like where we're at about now, things may be really like hyper emotional. You may need to work on like your self-restraint, and that's why I'm saying it's time to find your flow as soon as possible. You also may have been stuck with or stuck in some sort of, for some of you, this may be in like an abusive relationship that was like, it looked really healthy and romantic and sweet on the outside, but on the inside it was really like dark and restrictive and just made you doubt yourself, kept you from pursuing passions or creative things or romantic opportunities with other people that were more solid or more grounded. There's definitely someone more solid, someone that has like their shit together coming in. And it helped, and that's why you're needing to really make better choices in the beginning. So please clarify the Two of... Okay, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season, what are they juggling that isn't theirs? Wow. Four of Wands. Something about partying. There's like too much partying, or also like this could be event management or planning. Some of you dealing with weddings or engagements breaking up, or just events. That's what I'm saying, creative ventures. Maybe some sort of ventures. Like you may have been like, you guys may be starting something, and you just may be in a point where you needed to make sure that you don't take on too much responsibility. I also feel like some of you were engaged or like dating somebody, and you found out that they're actually like, you may be finding out that someone's getting married that used to play you, or somebody's in like a committed like relationship and they didn't treat you that way, or that may be, someone may be expressing that behavior to you. You may be, I also feel like some of you, if you're dating multiple people, it may be restricting your clarity of mind. It may be restricting you in some way. And it's like you've got all these options, but you're not loving anybody right. That could be a thing. You may feel that way as well. So what's important and what's super clear is that this is the mindset that you're being asked to get into for Cancer season. Worry about yourself. Please clarify the Eight of Swords reverse. Okay, actually, for the two of Pentacles, please show us what needs to happen to find the flow. What's the first step to finding a better, more efficient flow? Definitely you have to give yourself some happiness. It needs to, whatever you're doing needs to be like something you enjoy doing. Not doing work just for a check. Investing in your skills and talents and actually putting them to use so that you can provide some sort of passion-based stability for yourself. I also feel like if those of you who are dating, one of the people that you're dating is who you're going to like build something stable with, and the other has drug your ass through the mud. And that's like the one, of course, that you're like stuck on, but it's just like, hey, at what point are you going to choose yourself? Whew. The Hangman, yeah, you're stuck. Some of you have been stuck. I also feel like this person, whatever this has happened, however this is unfolded for those of you, it's left you jaded. It's left you embarrassed. There's some sort of shame or regret or like immobility. You may be just tortured in your mind and you're just trying to like wrap your head around like, how do I get unstuck? How do I do this? Understand that you are uncomfortable for a reason. You're uncomfortable so that you can gain this new information, this new insight that's going to help you get to here. Even look at the little yellow circle. It's like this uncomfortable situation that you're in right now, pay attention to the deeper meaning of everything. Don't just loop and turn into like, woe is me, or this always happens, or this. No, it's like, don't miss the lesson. Don't miss the message. And you have the ability to get yourself unstuck. You just have to stop thinking about it and start feeling about it. How does this situation, this job, this person, this creative project, this family, this community, this whatever it is, how does it make you feel? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel like you can't pursue what you want to pursue creatively or romantically? Any other messages for the Eight of Swords reversed? Because I feel like some of you are already done with this. Now you're just getting yourself free, moving forward. For those of you who are, please let's get some advice for those who are still stuck in this, who feel just stuck. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021. This may be something you're having a really hard time talking about, or even like admitting to yourself, or articulating. It may like hurt too much to talk about. It may hurt too much to really think about. Wow, yeah. There's a lot of grief. There's a lot of like things that you're clinging to. There's a lot of chaos to get organized about. But there are people that you can rely on. There are people that you can rely on, and you are one of them. There also may be something going on with, like, I feel like if this is financial advice, your father or your mother may have some sort of, your father or like a fire sign friend, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, may have some really good advice for you about how to tend to the pain. You got to acknowledge it first. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Please clarify the Knight of Cups reversed. Some of you are just like scatterbrained still, or you're really like coming out of that phase. The Knight of Cups reverse is like the kind of person who like picks flowers but then like forgets to put them in the car, like on the way to where who they want to bring them to. Like forgetting to put like gas in the car. Yeah, and some of you, like, this could be like a love relationship that's ending, and it's asking you to see yourself, choose yourself, see the error in your choices, see what needs to heal in regards to your choices. Because I feel like the thing about the Two of Cups, it's 1 + 1 makes 2. I'm a whole person that takes care of myself, that governs my cup. I have my own life. I fill myself emotionally on my own. I don't need anybody to make me feel like me, to make me feel better. If I pair, it's going to be with somebody that complements my life so much that it makes no sense to not pair with them. And whenever you are so confident in how you fill your cup, that's when you attract in other people who are also self-sufficient and have their own lives, and they want to extend an offer or reach for your cup or express love to you. And so there is some sort of figuring that out and really taking a look at maybe your overactive imagination. Maybe you've been jealous. Maybe you're moody. Maybe you are, this could have been something where it's just like, oh, it's not that deep. Where it's just like, for you it was deep, but for the other person, like, oh, it's not that deep. And like, not, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like, you just may feel temperamental, introverted, And the introversion is coming up because you're being asked to go inward and figure out how to fill your own cup, how to tend to yourself, how to heal your own heart, and doing that in a way, loving yourself in a way where it starts to manifest and materialize in your physical world. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Justice, because you have to choose it. Stop ignoring your intuition. I do feel like there is something about the mother. But also on July 9th, there is the new moon in Cancer. And I feel like and this is Venus in Cancer. So there is something, and Venus just left, this is Venus. And Venus just left Cancer. So, and is getting ready to go into Virgo next. So it's like there is something about tending to your business, tending to your heart, listening to your intuition, because your intuition has been telling you, both cards of alone time, your intuition has been telling you to stop prioritizing romantic love, to start prioritizing making sure that you are the partner that you want to have. What would you do if your dream person showed up tomorrow? Are you the you that you want to be? Are you the you that you want them to see you being? No, probably not. So both of these cards are like, hey, it's time to go inward. Have you gotten your jealousy in control? Have you gotten your thoughts in control? Not yet. So it's time to get you to a point where you're communicating effectively with yourself and with others, and being really empathetic and communicating with the divine what it is that you want. But you can't know what the right thing is to ask the divine for until you go inward. And that's when you get handed the building blocks by the divine of like, okay, lay this brick right here. Ask this person about this. Stand right here. Go to this shop. Look nice today, so that you can actually hear the messages. Look presentable today, so that you know the right person comes in and all of a sudden your need is met. Get quiet. Go inward. Stop denying your femininity. Stop denying the divine feminine within you. Stop denying your intuition, because it's time for you to tap into your quality and rebuild. I love you. You got this.